Hey guys, Angel of Galaxy back with some more channeled messages. I do hope you are doing well. Thank you for each and every one of you who have subscribed, old and new. Honestly, it really helps to lift the algorithms so this channel is seen more. That's the whole purpose of it. So thank you very much. Also liking, sharing, commenting, and don't forget to hit the notification button just so that you know when I've got more content out. Anyway, remember, Spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. Could be their love lost one or a situation around you or them. And just remember that, but we have both aspects. We have the divine feminine and masculine, so please take that as it resonates. Now let's see what's coming through. And just remember, souls piggyback on one particular message. So there's a message within a message. Okay, so it may not be, it may be just the message that makes sense. It could be a name, it could be a date. But anyway, you should know, it'll be a gut feeling. So as I was about to hit record, I noticed a tiny ant walking across my desk. Now there's no ants anywhere else. I've seen no ants at all. So for me, anyone who knows this channel, this is a sign, okay? So what does an ant teach us? But that by, I think, patiently working together and helping each other, we accomplish many things. But this would be done through combined effort. An ant builds an extended, intricate dwelling above or below ground. A feat that would honestly not be possible for an individual of its species. So when you think about it, the whole community thinks as one. So when we follow balance, our communities can be healthy and strong. So for someone, there's a need to find their soul group. Like-minded individuals who have specific ways of defining reality and themselves. Members of a community are often in mutual agreement with them. This is a group mind and group soul. So I feel whoever this message is for, it's time to step out of the hermit mode. As your time of introspection is over. And it's time to find that specific function which will serve for the good of the whole. The names with that I've got are Linda, Farr, could be a last name, Gamble again, last name, Chambers, Foster. I've got the names Cynthia and Raina, Isabel Stewart and Zoe with that. If your name's not there, it doesn't mean to say the message is not for you though, so okay. Next please. So I'm told this loved one would have liked to walk barefoot most of the time. She would have found shoes restricting. She would have liked to feel that feeling of grass underfoot. Also sand. Like to be near the ocean when she could. She definitely would prefer to be out and about. Even on the most blustery day. But she'd love breathing in the fresh air. Love to soak in the warmth of the sun rays to regenerate. I can't speak today again. Okay. Okay. Alright, she says she would go into nature to be soothed and healed. Sometimes she'd go and sit under an old oak tree if she needed strength, as this would balance her emotions. She would also balance her emotions, in the company of a willow tree. Okay, lovely. And I'm hearing life is movement. The more fluid you are, the more you are alive. Okay. So let's not stay stagnant, guys. I would have said this lady would have been an average height, slim. Her hair was long, dark, but it may have had like low lights, or is it highlights? I don't know which one's which. I smell sage and incense. And she would have, animals were really important to her. I feel she could have had a small business, or would have liked to have had one. Oh, wicked. And I see a psychic fair. I love those. Okay, so she may have attended them, or been one of the people. Yeah. She's telling me she wasn't great with technical equipment. Yep, I know that one. But she got by. She may have had a reddish dye in her hair at one point, or red is important, I'm not sure why. Okay. Or maybe she put red hat, or there's something to do with red anyway. Okay, now I'm seeing a vision of this place is nowhere. It's like, she may have lived or holidayed, but it was remote, but stunning. Oh my gosh, scenery for sure. So I'm hearing jingling. So she could have had a lot of jewellery, you know. She's pointing to my turquoise ring right now, but saying hers was huge. Okay. So the initials I've got with this message are G and L, D and V, U and S, L and D, D and L, G and S and U, L and L, T and M, W and A, Y and A, M and Y. Now if the initial is there, or the letter I should say, then you can also mix and match as long as they're on the page. Alright, okay. And I've got the numbers 17, 73, 7 and a number 3. So these may be relevant door numbers, ages, years, you know. Take it as it resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. Thank you for that. Okay, so I had a lady called Jackie. She would have been bright, you know, a really bright person. The cheerful sort. Showing me like arranging flowers. The kitchen would have been beautiful, you know, because there's a lot of things that are laid out that had been cooked. She's saying this was her thing. She may have been a bit of a ditherer. And she found it hard at times to make up her mind. But this is because she lacked the confidence. She's saying, gosh, reaching a decision, I always looked at the alternatives. I was always too worried about the outcome. On the other side, these things, they do make us laugh, really, because they're very insignificant. She would have had blonde hair, or maybe bleached, so it could have been darker, but yeah, you know, highlighted again. And she wants to send love to somebody called Amanda. She's letting you know she's around you. And I also hear the name Ruth. Now September would be relevant, and the numbers 78, 43 and 11 for some reason. You'll be able to work that out if it's for you. Thank you. So I'm hearing Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. Okay, so this must be... So for all of us who don't know, I work with songs as well as signs and synchronicities. And a loved one should have a message through this song. Now if not, maybe you should listen to this song and it'll make you happy or make you feel a certain way. But anyway, so it's called My Love. There's only you in my life, the only thing that's bright. My first love, your every breath that I take. You're every step I make. And I want to share all my love with you. No one else will do. And your eyes, so you may have had lovely eyes, or they did. They tell me how much you care. Oh yes, you will always be my endless love. Oh, this is from somebody who really loved you. Two hearts that beat as one. Your lives have just begun, forever. So yeah, he'll hold you close in his arms. He can't resist your charms. So it's a reminder to all, soul love does not die. And love, he will always be the fool for you. So maybe he was kind of goofy and silly, romantic. And maybe this was his love language. Oh, this is lovely. Oh. But you both didn't mind that, because you, he says, means the world to him. And he knew, he'd found in you an endless love, something that can never ever be truly destroyed. And yes, you be the only one, because no one can deny this love he had inside. And he'll give it all to you. My love, my love, my endless love. Oh, so who is behind this beautiful song? You must be an intimate soulmate. It feels like, gosh, it feels like spiritual ecstasy. I know that's a bit strange, but it does. So maybe you've spent hundreds of lifetimes together. Just this blending of energy is so beautiful. Oh wow. Okay, so I have N and L, X and P, V and N, L and X, F and T, A and F, I and A, M and M, M and E, D and U, E and D, M and D, 22, 66, 78, 35, 69, 47, 96, and maybe 1981 could be relevant. Okay, I'm going to leave that without too much, because that could apply for quite a lot of people. Alright, so healing words from the angels. Your loved ones are never out of reach, not now or ever, for souls are constantly in communication with one another, especially when familial love is involved. And the angel number today is 7701. Your new policy of positive thoughts, words and affirmation has turned your life in healthy new directions. Alright. Okay. So try to find a blessing in every burden. You have heard the expression, every cloud has a silver lining. It is very true. For every experience that seems negative or sad, there is always a polar opposite available within the same experience. Many times our souls are being tested to see if we can find the hidden blessings. Ooh, okay, thank you. Alright, so let's go into a read. Some cards I shuffled earlier. So the first one out, a Wands card again. We had one, I think it was yesterday. Okay, so the Seven of Wands for me means that it's time to take a stand. You know, sometimes we go with the flow and the ride out of prevailing energy. There's some type of desire and passion with this, because obviously it's a Wands card. You know, it's been hard work for you since your loved one crossed over. it's been difficult. Look at all those ones, you know, they call this the, you know, you feel like the wounded warrior. Look at how, but you are standing strong here. You're still holding that wand, you know, against whatever opposition that you feel has come your way. You're looking for that peace and a promise, in a sense, that things will become easier for you. And this is not always easy. But what your loved one is saying is take positive action. Focus on the beauty, you know, in yourself. Find that silence. And I live and honour the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust in God or God's source energy. So it is true, you know. I do feel you being quite positive in the sense that you're standing up for what you believe in here, you know. Oh gosh. You know, and there's somebody around you that you might need to try to work things out with. Because I feel there might be a little bit of, you know, squabbling going on. And at some times you might feel like you want to give up, but they don't want you to do that, for sure. Be open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus I am open to the divine light of the universe. Maybe you're battling as well. I mean, this is general, so somebody may be battling finances as well, you know. Which is difficult at the moment. We're all, well, not all of us, but most of us are struggling. So maybe there's something about that too. I don't know why that came up, but I just, with the gold, I think, you know, gold coins, I'm feeling. I know they're not gold coins, but that's how I'm feeling. So what does this loved one want to say? So just being near you is intoxicating. So there may have been a real, I don't know, maybe feel that you were engulfed in each other. That's what the word I want to say. You know, this love was wonderful, but it might have always been a bit of a struggle here, because this card really, maybe there were a little bit of infighting as well. Or it was just other people around you. As I say, it's a general read. But you will think of these, a way to succeed through these processes. So don't give up. That's what this card means, This is wounded warrior in my eyes. Oh, wow, yeah. So this person who's crossed on wished that they had treated you better. I don't know why. Sometimes just life seems to get in the way, and I think this is what this loved one's saying. Maybe this loved one had to fight, and within that fighting, you sometimes got caught up in that as well. Yeah. There's lots of problems that I see. There's some task and negotiating you need to do at this time. But they want to know they love you. This could be a male or female, remember, general. But for some reason, it was God's will that you needed to let go of each other. And that is sad, because one thing that this person did not want to do, or you, I feel, whatever went on, is let go of each other. It was intoxicating. You were drawn to each other on a level that possibly you couldn't understand. Sometimes you would fight and then you would come back together. But it just felt like, I don't know, like having a drink if you love a tipple, you're just drawn back to each other. If you had an addiction, for instance, it felt a little bit, not a bad one, but it feels a bit that way. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a shame. Let me see. Yeah, but I think what you've learned from this is how to teach people, you know, to treat you in the way that you really deserve, because you deserve to be treated well. And this person just wants to say, I'm sorry. This is not really what I wanted for us. I do love you with all my heart. And I think sometimes we're still hanging on to that, and it's bringing more of that to us because we may feel that we deserve that from others. But no, stand up, you know, open yourself up, discover your worth and your abilities, like this card says. Get that confidence back. This is what your loved one wants you to know. Look, trust myself and the divine flow of the universe. And that's what you need to do. Trust that you are being led just by this loved one. Not just by this loved one, but by your angels, your guides, you know, your ancestors. I feel that strongly ancestral links here with this as well. But I feel his side of the family as well. But there's a lot that's going to be resolved. You're just going to persevere. Stand firm to anything, you know. There's a lot of protection coming in from your family on the other side. And maybe there has been some trouble that has... okay, what you're saying? Okay, trouble may be brewing. But don't worry, prospects will be good with that. Be physically prepared to stand your ground with this next one. I feel this is a family member that might be coming in to try you a little bit. But they will... yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Hang on. I don't know whether it's felt like there's a lot of things that have been coming at once. You know, you lost your partner and then after a while something else happened and that. But I'm feeling that strongly, that life has not been easy. But I feel you should surround yourself more now with trust. It's important. I think you might be a sort of person that if you want something doing right, you will do it yourself, because you have been let down by people as well. Okay. I'm feeling a Scorpio, I'm feeling a Pisces and an Aquarius with this reading. Doesn't have to be, but that's just what I'm feeling right now. Okay. Bringing this one's energy, you know, more enthusiasm and more energy into your life, and optimism is really important as well. And I don't think you'll go too wrong with that, which is nice. Okay. Just trying to think if I'm getting anything else. Something about your day-to-day activities which makes sense, because this is a wand card as well. There needs to be more love and friendship and affection in your life. Work on that self-esteem. Yeah. There's communication going on with this particular person here as well. And they're still fighting on the other side for you. Okay, that's not stopped. Yeah. Something to do with a candle as well. I'm you know, there's a candle. He's holding this candle at the moment. So maybe you go and light a candle for this person. Could be. You will find your own true path. But maybe there's a little bit too much time on your on your own, sorry. So look to socialise a bit more. Maybe you have a little bit of a want for knowing more about the spiritual world as well, and you know, so yeah, I think that's all I've got. Focus on yourself right now, okay? Lots of love. Oh, actually I did have one more card, sorry. Self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know What is good for me? I respect my limits. I answer the request of my body and my soul. Thus I learn to love myself. What were we saying? There you go. It's time. It's time to find that love for yourself. Anyway, just like to say a very big thank you for each and every one who are watching my channel. Oh, I'm grateful and humbled to have a platform where I can co-create with Spirit to bring messages to those who need them. Please stay safe, stay happy, and spread the love. This is a newish channel, so any help would be really appreciated. Alright, lots of love. Till next time. Bye.